Aside from being extremely difficult to Google, the alternative rock band Live have a serious problem. Let's listen to that Dolphins cry and dive right in.
Live once had one of the most consistent lineups in rock and roll, with Ed, Chad, and Pat rolling 4 deep from 1989 to 2009, when the band would accuse Ed, whatever that last name is, of inappropriate actions by Kowalczyk in regards to contract and salary negotiations. Legal action was taken to keep him using the band name, and also for damages to the other 3 band members. It was a legal mess. We lost the lead singer of one of our favorite 90s bands. Dang. I gave the Ed Solo stuff a chance. It was alright, but forgettable. And it was not lost on anyone how his album was called Alive, and a logo that looked exactly like the band's. He probably should have been sued again for that if he wasn't. So Ed kept going after the split, and the other 3 remaining members, they took some time and they retained the band name Live, which again is really hard to look up, and probably no one can find out what this video is about. It's crazy. It took them a little bit, but they finally found a suitor for the lead singer position in 2012, where they hired Chris Shinn. He's got a pretty cool first name, and he's from Unified Theory fame, or quasi-fame, to be the new frontman of Live. I'm seeing that this album, The Turn, was well received, but my ears are finding that hard to believe. I gave it a chance, and I don't have an issue with big lineup changes like this if the music is good, but The Turn was kind of poopish. It was rock poopish. It was rock poop. Even so, the band are just Ed now. It should not have erased the album from history and the entire area from their social media, just pretending it didn't happen. What a bunch of jerks. Or what a one jerk. So Ed Wood, not Ed Wood, that's kind of confusing too. Ed Wood released 2 solo albums during the split, with the split between him and the Live band members. Alive, and the more legally titled The Flood and the Mercy. The band would release The Turn before just going completely radio silent for an extended period of time. There were hiccups in some of the live performances with the new iteration of Live, but I don't think it was all the new lead singer's fault. He was put into an impossible position within another bad situation, and he did pretty good considering all of those factors. At the tail end of 2016, it was announced that Ed had become welcomed back into the band. Well, maybe he was welcomed back, maybe he pushed himself back in. It was probably more of a business move, or if you want to keep on the positive side of things, as a Live fan, we are positive people. Maybe it was for the fans. Maybe that's what the situation was. It was just the band were not being successful in their current situation. In any case, Live were back to the original lineup, but they weren't doing anything. We did get an EP entitled Local 717 in 2018, and it was just kind of some B-sides from the Turn era, the other fronted era, because the 2 songs that we had waited, or the handful that we'd waited for 12 years, they were merely just okay. From 2019 to 2022, Live were stagnant again. Why even reform if there's not a product? Just keep touring the world? Maybe we do need to go deeper into the lineup change drama, because it's quite a deep well to swim into, like a crying dolphin. In October of 2016, Ed and Chad Taylor were spotted together, and the first seed with which a possible garden could grow was planted. But is this garden a harvest garden, or a bitter field of dolphin poop? In November, the band's Facebook was updated with a picture of the original band lineup, with Ed's bald head rounding out the globe. Ed's head. Finally, after more poopy poop, the band announced in December 12th, 2016 that the following year would be the return to the touring circuit with Ed in tow. Yay. Now we are into the non-yay stuff about one of our favorite bands, your favorite bands. On June 21st, Ed What's-His-Face said that Chad Taylor had been fired from the band the day before, June 20th. His bandmates seemed to back up that statement, but it was sort of in vague ways. But then, not even 3 months after Chadwick was kicked out, both Patrick and Chad number 2 would also be let go from the band that they had carried after the lead singer was gone. Live! What is the deal? You went through 4 consistent guys. You went from 4 consistent guys to losing your lead singer, getting another lead singer, losing him, reconvening the original lineup, only to have the original lead singer come back, fire a guitarist, and then fire everyone. This is crazy. There's now no consistent band members in the band at all. Now, I don't know, and I don't think anyone exactly knows what's going on behind the scenes, but it certainly wasn't friendly, and it definitely was a bit icky. There is some people in the forum saying that maybe the other 2 guys are just trying to avoid legal trouble during this time. And as much as I didn't enjoy the Turn era live, at least it seemed genuine. And now, I just don't have an idea what's going on here. Like I said before, no clue as to what's going on in the hearts and the minds of these guys. But my personality type, I just want everyone to get along, man. That's my personality. It reminds me, this situation, it reminds me of Everclear, when the mass exodus happened. Or the Meatloaf exodus happened. I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, no. 'Cause 2 out of 3 leaving a band is bad. Especially when you're a trio. I gotta take some medication, possibly. I'm gonna hold a microphone. Ed's firing everyone. Why? Is he still salty about the lawsuit from over a decade ago? Did they just not get along at all? Is the legal matter still ongoing? Is it temporary? Are these questions being asked in the live forums? Yes, they are. The only real positive in this is that the new version of the band, which is Ed, backed by touring members for performances, they do seem to want to get back to work on the band's 10th or 9th album, depending on how you think about this band. The next album is what we'll call it. I still don't like that the Turn era has been deleted from the history books, deleted from Spotify. That's a bunch of poop. But with a completely new lineup backing Ed Kowalczyk, will the next live album simply be a follow-up to Ed's sophomore solo album, The Flood and the Mercy? I hope not.
Tell me your honest feelings about this situation in the comments section. Also, check out my Patreon. Buy me a coffee, whatever you feel like. Go listen to some SoundCloud stuff if you feel like it. But most importantly, like, subscribe, watch my videos.